Okay, so welcome to class. Obviously last week we were working on Phineas and Ferb and annotating, or not, sorry, writing down the words we didn't know. So did anybody do the homework last week and write down the words they didn't understand for Phineas and Ferb? No? Okay, well then we'll start off with we'll start off with this class, finishing off the last half of Phineas and Ferb, because we only got to the first half. Any questions? No? Okay. If you can, please turn on your camera, but if you can't, that's okay. Hisada. How about Damindu? Oh, wait, never mind. Hisada, I see you have your camera on. Would you like to tell me some words you didn't understand and then we can work on them together?
Sorry,
Okay. Damindu, did you take notes on words you didn't understand?
I write.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I write some words.
Okay, and what did you write?
Restoring,
Can you say that again?
restoring,
Oh, restoring. Okay. And what else?
molten,
Say it again.
molten,
Ooh, molten. So that's a good word. And what else?
slippered,
Can you say it a little bit louder?
slippered,
I couldn't quite hear you. Can you say that again? I'm sorry.
slippered,
Like keeper?
slippered.
Oh, sleeper. Okay. And is that it or do you have more?
I write only these words.
Okay, that's okay. Good job. Thank you for writing some words. Okay, so we'll start off with explaining restoring. So restoring means pretty much improving or like let's say we have something really, really old, right? And it gets really damaged over time, right? Because sometimes when things are really old, they get damaged. So sometimes people restore them, and by restoring them, they put them back to their original shape, right? So let's say I have a vase. Does everyone know what a vase is? Okay, well, all right, so imagine that this is a vase, right? And we have, it's maybe what 100 years old, and after 100 years, we've got so much dust and dirt that collects on it, right? So then after 100 years, somebody finds this vase and say, hey, let me clean it and restore it to its original, state. Does that make sense? Can you get a thumbs up if that makes sense? If it doesn't make sense, I'll keep trying to explain it. Okay. Well, don't see any thumbs up just yet. But let's see. That make sense? When I typed it out, does it make sense? Cleaning or fixing an object to return it to its original state. Okay. Let's see. You can also define it as just fixing something to make it look
Excuse
like,
me.
yes.
Excuse me. I don't keep it.
Sorry, what did you say? Okay, like it did before. Is that easier to understand, everybody? Fixing something to make it look like it did before. Does everyone know what fixing means? Right. Asila, do you know what fixing means? This word right here.
Join together.
Well, yes, it is like joined together, or sometimes it means, let's say I break something, right? Fixing means to put it back together and fix it. Does that make sense? And then molten. So molten is for molten lava. And you guys don't really need to know this word. It just means the lava is, what do you call it? Bubbling hot. Does that make sense? It's really, really, really hot. So when they say molten lava, they're saying really hot lava. Keeper would be somebody that is keeping something. So let's say goalkeeper, right? They're keeping the goal. I don't know. I can't think of a good example for this one. Let's say they have, I'm not sure. I don't know, let's say you have a pair of glasses and you're keeping a pair of glasses for somebody because you know they left it with you because they said, oh, I'm going on a trip and I want you to hold my glasses for me. Then you are the keeper of the glasses. Does that make sense?
So if that doesn't make sense, you have to respond, I don't understand. You have to say something. You can't not say anything. So when the teacher asks you if you understand, you have to say yes or no.
All right, so does everybody understand?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. And then sleeper is pretty much the same thing as someone who sleeps, right? And let's keep going. So I kind of want to get a little bit more words. This time I'm going to keep pausing in the middle and ask you different words that you you might not understand, okay? Let's start over here. And I want everybody to write down the words that I point out, and then we'll work on them together, okay? Does everyone know what the word trouble means? Yes or no, or you can put a thumbs up or thumbs down. Okay, good. So I see 2 thumbs up, I'll move on.
Okay, Mom. We're gonna build a—
Relax, Candace. Nobody has to be in charge.
It falls out of orbit.
Okay, and how about a satellite falling out of orbit? Does everyone
Emergency.
understand what that
Like what?
means?
What if, what?
A satellite falls out of orbit. Does anyone know what satellite means?
No.
No, well, a satellite is a kind of okay, well, my dad said it's a Chandrikavak. I don't know if that means anything, but it's pretty much something that thank you. It pretty much means what do you call it? It's a object that we put into space and we use it for research, and it's pretty much anything that orbits the Earth, anything that spins around the Earth, okay? So our moon is technically a satellite. So if a satellite falls out of orbit, then she's saying, oh, I'm in charge. Okay.
Summer. That's cool. You wait till the last minute then. Well, I'm watching you. And I'm in charge. Conditionally. No, he's a Q one that we're—
Okay, and how about I'm in charge? Does anyone know what that statement means? I'm in charge. Yes, right. It means I'm the leader. Okay, so if she says anything, they have to do it. Okay.
works at Mr. Slushy Burger.
Yeah, he totally smiled at me last time I was there. I just about died.
No, I told you I can't.
How about, so this is also something weird with some American phrasing or English phrasing. She says, I just about died. Did she actually die? No, right? She didn't actually die, but she says, oh, I just about died. It means that she was so excited that she almost died, but she didn't almost die. It's kind of an exaggeration, right? So anyone know what an exaggeration means?
No.
Well, an exaggeration is when you kind of make something seem so much more scary or bigger than it actually is, right? So obviously she got so excited that maybe she, I don't know, she started sweating, right? And she got super excited, but she didn't almost die, right? So she's exaggerating that. She's making it look scarier than it actually was. Does that make sense? Okay.
I'm watching my brother and stepbrother. Yeah, and they never get into trouble because Mom never catches them. One of these days, though, I'm gonna see to it that she catches them red-handed.
Okay, and how about catches them red-handed? Does anyone know what that means? So catches them red-handed means they're catching them in the act. So let's say maybe you're a criminal and you decide to rob a bank, right? Well, if the police come and they catch you while you're robbing the bank, then they catch you red-handed because they're catching you in the act, right? So maybe your brother or your little brother or your sister are doing something naughty. And if you catch them, right, you can say, oh, I caught you in the act, or I caught you red-handed. Does that make sense?
Will you hold it down? I am trying to use the phone. Mom left me in charge, so there'll be no shenanigans today.
And how about shenanigans? This is a really long word, but it just means something super simple, and it's used a lot in kind of more less formal language, and it means like just goofy things, right? Like anything that happens that I don't know. Let me think about this. Yeah, I guess just goofy things, like anything that happens that is not in place. Does that make sense? Kind of. It's kind of hard to explain. Okay. And
You are going down, down. D-O-W-N down. We're gonna need a blowtorch and some more peanut butter. Hey, Candace, is Phineas home? Down, I say. Hey, Phineas. Hey, Isabella. What you doing? Building a roller coaster. In your backyard? Some of it. Wow. Isn't that kind of impossible? Some might say.
how about impossible? Does anyone know what that word might mean? Well, it means not possible. What does possible mean? Possible. That means may happen, right? So if something is impossible, there's no way it can happen, right?
Hey, Ferb. Does your stepbrother ever talk? Ferb? He's more of a man of action. I was gonna go to the pool. You wanna go swimming? Kind of in the middle of something here. Oh, right. Okay, I'll see you later then. Okay. Hey, Ferb, you got enough rivets up there? Hey, where's Perry?
Good morning, Agent P. The evil Dr. Doofenshmirtz is up to his old tricks. For reasons unknown to us, he's bought up 80% of the country's tin foil. I want you to get over to his hideout right away, find out what he's up to, and put us.
And what about hideout? Does anyone know what the word hideout might mean?
Something fine.
Well, that's pretty close, right? When you find something that's hidden. But a hideout is where you go to hide, right? So does anyone know the game hide and seek?
Yes.
Yeah, so a hideout would be where you go to
Yes.
hide, right? So let's say I have a hideout behind a bush, right? Then I go there and I can hide there, right? Okay.
Stop to it. As always, Agent P, it is imperative that your cover identity as a mindless domestic pet remains intact. Now get out there. We're all counting on you.
So the way I see it, the solid fuel rockets kick in the mall parking lot. Then we release the snakes during the corkscrew around the interstate. I'm gonna go get the snakes.
Mom, you gotta come home right now. Did a satellite crash into the house? No. You gotta see what Phineas and Ferb are doing. Seems like we've had this conversation before.
What do you mean?
I seem to recall you telling me that the boys were training monkeys to juggle bicycles, and when I came home, there was a stunning lack of monkeys.
I still don't know how they clean that up so fast.
So what's the emergency this time? They're building a roller coaster! Candace, seriously, isn't Phineas a little young to be a roller coaster engineer?
Aren't you a little young to be a roller? So if there's anything I can get you, anything at all, just let me know.
Do you think we could borrow one of those gadgets?
Okay. And what about gadgets? Does anyone know what gadgets mean?
Yes.
Yes, can you tell me what gadgets mean?
We make something to get like
If you want, you could explain it in
Like-
singular.
some equipments.
Yeah, like some equipment. Randomly, what were you gonna say?
I don't know how to tell it English, then I can tell it Sinhala.
Yeah, you can tell it in singular if you need to.
It means my මගේ තාත්තා ඒ කියන්නේ ආදනස් අපි කියමුකෝ gadgets අපි පාවිච්චි කරන බඩු වගේ දේවල්.
Yes. So in English we just call it tools, right? To make things, right?
Now this is the light.
Ah, Benny the Platypus, what an unexpected surprise. And by unexpected, I mean
And how about the word unexpected? Does anyone know what that word means? No? Well, unexpected means not expected, and expected means you knew something was going to happen. So let's say, oh, I invited my friends over to come at 6 p.m. Okay. And they come here at 6 p.m. Well, I expected that, right? Because I knew they were coming at 6 p.m. Does that make sense, everybody? It was expected.
completely expected. I, Dr. Heinz Doofenshmirtz, have covered the entire eastern seaboard in tinfoil. And when I put my giant magnet next to my ingenious magnetism magnifier station of the Earth, you may well ask yourself, why would he do this? What could he possibly have to gain? Well, let me just answer that by saying I haven't really worked out all the bugs yet. I mean, you know, the tinfoil alone cost a lot.
But Mom, I'm telling you, they're building it and it's huge. Phineas and Ferb present the coolest coaster ever. Now, flyer.
Maybe we better take it.
Here, look. See, I told you I'm not crazy. I told you. And you're not crazy because. I see your point, Candace. No crazy person would scream at a post like that. I'll be in the dairy section if you want to come yell at some cheese or.
How about dairy? Does anyone understand what the word dairy means?
Milk.
Yes, milk or milk products. So cheese is also dairy. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, yogurt is also dairy. Okay. It's any milk-based product, okay? So that'd be okay.
Or anything.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, may I present to you a spectacle most of the morning in the making.
Okay, and how about spectacle? Does anyone know what that word means? Well,
Shades.
yes, right. Sometimes we use that word and to say sunglasses, right? Oops. Sorry, glasses. Oops. But it also means a show, right? A spectacle can mean a show, something you go to see. Does that make sense? So typically in English, we don't use spectacle to define glasses, right? We use it as a show or something you go to see, right? So let's say I have somebody, a singer is coming into town, right? They're a spectacle because they're a show and I want to go see them. Okay.
The coolest coaster ever! Wants to go first? To fasten, insert the tab into the metal buckle. To release, just pull back on the... Oops. Well, you get the picture. Well, that's about it. Enjoy the ride. You all signed the waivers, right? Relax, they're just rubber. Hey, look, here comes the
Again, when it had a sunset view, I just... Ah! You missed! Ow! 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 Your boots and watch helplessly as the unimaginable electromagnetic...
Okay. Like in your boots. Does anyone know what that might mean? Well, quake means to shake, so shake in your boots, right? And so the term quake in your boots means sometimes if you're really, really scared of something, you tend to shake, right? You go, oh, I'm so scared. So to shake in your boots or to quake in your boots means to be super, super scared, right? So Dr. Doofenshmirtz tells Perry the platypus, he says, quake in your boots. And then he shows off his super cool invention. And so he says, be scared while I show you my super scary invention. Does that make sense, everybody? Thumbs up? Okay.
forces pull the eastern seaboard, thereby reversing rotation of the... Well, that didn't work. And now we have a 2-ton ball of tinfoil traveling 200 miles an hour directly at us! Quickly!
I always have it with me, but my purse is such a disaster area. You know how it is.
Oh, Mom! Mom!
She says, my purse is such a disaster area. Does anyone know what the word disaster might mean? And if you want to explain it in Sinhala, you can explain it in Sinhala.
The bad accident.
Yes, right, a bad accident. So she says, my purse is like a disaster area. So that means she's saying her purse is a huge mess. It's like a big accident happened in her purse, okay?
Sudden incident.
Oh, yes, like a sudden incident, right? So yeah, also like an accident, sudden incident, right? So when she says, oh, my purse is like a disaster area, she's saying, oh, it's a big mess. It looks like something huge happened there, or a big accident or a big incident happened there.
Area. You know how it is.
It's no use, we are doomed!
How about we are doomed? Does anyone know what we are doomed might mean? Well, it means that something bad is going to happen and you know it's going to happen. So let's say I can see up ahead there's a huge car accident, right? And I'm driving on the road. And then I can say, oh no, we are doomed because we're about to hit this car accident. Does that make sense? Something bad is going to happen. We are doomed. Does that make sense, everybody? Please let me know if it doesn't make sense, and I'll try and re-explain it.
Yes.
It makes sense? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
You did it! You saved us, Perry the Platypus! You Perry the Platypus!
Okay, I give up. What am I supposed to be looking at?
No! It's not possible!
I'm gonna go get the cart.
It was right here and it was huge! Mom!
Time to go. I've got frozens.
Okay, so you think that Phineas and Ferb are still under that stupid tree in the backyard, right?
Well, yes, that would be my guess.
Fine, then let's go home, now! Nice hat, Isabella. And I'm sure this is new. Funny, I don't remember this in the blueprints.
Okay. Blueprints. Does anyone know what this word might mean? Blueprints? Well, let's say I'm a builder, right? And I'm building something super cool. Like in this case, a roller coaster, right? They were building a roller coaster. So they use blueprints to plan out what they're building. So it's a drawing to explain what they're building. Does that make sense, everybody? Drawing to explain what they're building. So I can say, oh, let's say I drew a picture of this hammer that I'm going to build, and I can say, oh, these are the blueprints for my hammer. Okay.
And I'm sure this is new.
I worry about you sometimes, Candace.
Croissant?
Anyone want a croissant?
Yes. See, Mom? I told you they weren't there. Oh, hi, boys.
Hi, Mom.
Come on, Candace. Help me with the groceries.
But
Let's.
She says, come on, Candace, help me with the groceries. What does groceries mean? Groceries. Okay. Well, groceries mean the food that we bring from the store, right? So we get our fruits and our vegetables from the store. So that means our groceries. So if you want to go to a place that sells fruits and vegetables, you go to a grocery shop, right?
Great shop.
Can you say that again? I didn't hear you.
Great shop.
Yeah, it's like a great shop, right? It's really big and it practically just sells all the food you could possibly think of, right? So sometimes it's not just fruits and vegetables, it's fruits and vegetables and food, you know, like rice and all that stuff.
Let's go.
Hey, Phineas, that was great.
Way too.
It's a platypus. They don't do much.
That was awesome. Can we do it again?
Sorry, only one ride per customer.
That was great, Phineas. So what are you going to do tomorrow?
Don't know yet.
Maybe you can teach Perry some tricks.
Well, maybe he'll lay an egg.
Great team.
Well, a brother is a brother, but I couldn't have asked for a better one than Ferb. You know what I mean? Oh, man, I can smell the world of possibilities. Maybe we should make a list. Yes, work. This time it's got to be something huge.
She's not armless and handless. She's got a big honking truckload of ship launching qualities. And the...
Oh, sorry, I lost track of time. So it's almost towards the end of class. And I'm going to add all these words onto the Moodle. So if you want to take notes and put this in like on a paper or something or in a notebook, I would highly recommend. But this will be on the Moodle. And also, if you guys understood what we were doing here a little bit more now that I've slowed down and gone through some of the statements and some of the words that are kind of harder to understand, I would like you to try that this week, right? So I didn't see a lot of people finish the homework from last week. So this week, I'm going to give you the same homework and I want you to actually try this time and pause a lot, right? Because we took a long time. That was only 14 minutes and we spent 30 minutes looking at it, right? So you want to pause a lot and just look at the words and say, hey, I don't understand this. And if it helps you, you can put on your subtitles, right? So there's generally, I'm going to give you a link to the YouTube where you can find this. And there's this thing called CC right here at the bottom. And if you click it, you can turn on your subtitles. And that's pretty much these words at the bottom. Okay? So I want you to turn those on, watch the video, and then I want you to pause it. Whenever you don't understand a word, let's say you see something that doesn't make sense, pause it and just write it down. You don't have to explain what the word means, just write down the word. And then tomorrow in class, I want us to have a few words that we don't understand, and then we'll work on defining them together. Okay? All right. Thank you very much, everybody, and thank you for having your cameras on. I understand there's some power cuts, so if it's dark, I completely understand, but thank you either way for having your cameras on. I really appreciate it. It was a great class, and I guess see you guys next week, okay? And I hope you guys will have a few more words by next week. All right. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.